This is the plaintiff, Stella Flores. She says she hired the defendant to reupholster her sectional couch, and she botched the job big time. She doesn't have the money to have the couch redone, has lugged the thing to court to show the judge, and is suing for $2,218.15, the amount she paid the defendant. This is the defendant, Camilla Mann. She says the plaintiff hired her company to reupholster the couch, and when the plaintiff received it, she wasn't happy with the job. She told the plaintiff she'd take the couch back and have it redone, but the plaintiff refused. Next day, the sneaky woman stopped payment on her check. Besides, she thinks the couch looks great, and once the judge sees it, she's sure she'll agree. She's accused of couching the issue.
All parties, please raise your right hand. Be seated, come to order. Yeah, I was asking for a little place I can sit down, so litigant Edmonds for you.
All right, Ms. Flores,
Yes.
you are suing, it's Doggy Time LLC.
Actually, It's Doggy Time is me.
I'm sorry, Ms. Flores, and it's Doggy Time LLC. You are suing Camellia Mann.
Yes.
Got it. And Open Square Architecture and Interior Industrial Design. All right. For $2,218.15 that you say they owe you because the work they did was subpar. All right. Tell me what happened here.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
I have saved a lot of money. I run a wonderful dog walking boarding business in New York City, and I have a lot of clients that come in and out of my home, also board dogs in my home, and I really I've been saving money.
Where in New York City?
Well, I'm on the Upper West Side, but we take care of a large part of the city.
Is this in, you have an apartment?
I have an apartment in the city, yes.
Okay, and in your apartment, you
take care of dogs, yes. We'll only take 3 at one time. It's not a huge,
Does your apartment building know that?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely, yeah. So I've been saving money to get work done on my apartment. I went online and did some research and found the defendant and ended up meeting the defendant and liking her stuff.
Are you a designer or a decorator?
I'm a decorator.
Okay, and what's the difference between a designer and a decorator?
Usually the decorator just deals with the furnishing, window treatments, furniture, paintings on the wall. And an interior designer usually needs to design, either to add more space by putting new walls, taking down new walls, or designing.
Interior designer is not an architect necessarily. No. Some of them are both, but...
Exactly, but usually there is a need of designing something specific for the client. So either you design, let's say, dining table for him, or
you need added degrees in order to be an interior designer.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
So one of the things I really liked about Miss Mann she was really sweet. I felt like we were on the same page because I definitely have an idea of what I want. I can just be very indecisive. And so my apartment has a lot of brown woods and it's very dark. And I had a brown couch. The couch was brown. I loved the couch. We're trying to work around that, how we could really brighten up and liven up the space with the brown couch. Came to the point where it didn't seem like that was working, and I didn't like some of the things. I thought, oh, we could put in this and make this color, and it just wasn't working. And I thought, okay, I'm going to start searching for a new couch. So I started looking online, in stores.
Okay, kickstart for this for me. You didn't find a couch you liked. This is your old brown couch.
Exactly.
You asked her to have it recovered.
Well, she said, you know, Stella, I'm part of a company. We do reupholsters all the time. You should really consider us to take on your reupholster job.
Now, you had an original agreement with her that you were going to pay her X amount an hour. Do you have that in writing?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Let me see that. For the hours part.
Just for the 12 hours,
Then
exactly.
you paid her, it was a separate contract when you agreed to have her recover
okay.
That and what they charged you for recovering the couch was the $1,442.
Absolutely.
Did that include fabric, or you paid for the fabric separate?
I paid for the fabric separately.
You paid $418, which you're also suing for the fabric.
Absolutely.
And then here's what happens. They send the couch over to your house. It's wrapped up. You don't open it up.
So she was there, and I thought, I know they're double parked outside. So I gave her the money thinking that the gentleman who delivered it's going to unwrap the couch. And they just left it there. And I'm like, wait.
Left it where?
On my floor.
Inside your house?
Inside my house in the wrapping. Okay. I'm like, are you guys going to unwrap it and put it back together? And they're like, oh, that's not part of the contract. And I said, okay, well, I can't do this by myself. I can't lift this couch. Can somebody help me? And she's like, okay, I'll help you. So the man ended up leaving. It was Camilla who ended up putting the couch together, And
And go on.
we had issues from the get-go.
And the issues from the get-go are,
So the tufting, which I found out
was
later,
your
is called-
original couch tufted?
Yes.
Tufted with buttons?
No, it was tufted, but it was deep tufting.
Deep tufting, where you could see the
Yes, and
tufting
I have
clearly.
prior pictures if you'd like to see.
Yeah, I'd like to see them.
Absolutely. I know they have some on a computer here.
Those might be clear.
That, I think they will. And I need to find this.
Is this your prior couch?
That's not the brown couch.
Come on over here. Which couch is this?
That's
This couch.
This couch.
Okay. Is this a
So
brown
all
couch?
yeah.
Okay. So this is what you meant by
Yeah.
deep tufting.
Exactly. And what they were supposed to do is, and Camilla and I had talked about it, on this you can see that they put the lines in,
And the lines are formed how? Stitching?
stitching, and we decided to take the stitching out.
That's probably a bad idea.
Well, exactly now. But I asked her, would this couch still hold up? And she's like, yeah, because we're going to make it deep enough so that we'll do.
What's that?
So this is now what it is. So the first night I sat on the couch and that popped up, literally an hour after they left. This is a nightmare.
Which
And
couch is this?
This is this couch. Some of the tufting already started popping out.
What is this, a video?
Yes.
A video of what? You brought me the couch. What could be better?
I know. Well, this is what I sent to them because he said, oh, the general manager of the company said, I need to do an investigation. So as you can see.
Is this the part that comes out?
Yeah.
Pull it out for me.
So I sat down here and this stuff just popped out. And then here, when the couches are pushed together, you can see that they pull
don't meet.
one side in, and look, now it's actually popping out.
So this seam, rather than being straight and next to this one where there would be no gap, is pulled so taut that there's a gap here that won't close.
Exactly.
You need to go back to the go ahead.
This couch took them 3.5 weeks to do, and this couch took them a day and a half from email I have. It just said, we finished the small couch, and now we went to the big couch. Can I show you
No,
one?
that doesn't mean it just you waited 3.5 weeks. It doesn't mean it took them 3.5 weeks.
Can I show you one other?
No.
Stitching that's
What's
on-
going on?
The thing is, like, this couch has some faults from the manufacturer that did the couch first. So the carbon was
We've
done.
covered the problem is that the tufting, you can't even see the tufting. The tufting on the original couch is deep. Granted, when you put the seams, it'll look deeper visually.
Exactly. Visually it will look deeper. This
But
one,
so why did you guys decide not to put the seams?
because I've discussed with the client and she said that she likes the idea without the seam. So then we said
and that
we're
can
gonna
work
put-
so long as, and she says that you told her it'll work so long as the tufting
Exactly.
is deep and has wrinkle. So if you pull it hard and taut, then the wrinkle will create what the look she's looking for. This is really bad. It's a bad job. I've reupholstered many things in my day. This is just a bad job.
This is not how she received the couch. Around 6 p.m. or 5 p.m. when we were in the house, and she was saying,
When
look,
you were in the house and helping her put it together, did you unwrap it with her?
yes.
So she sold you right away. Oh my God.
Exactly. Yes, she told me, and I was like, "Look, from my point of view, the way I see the tuftings. They look good. But if you are not happy, then we can just take the couch right now. We pull it deeper, and we just bring the couch at no cost." And she said no. So at that
She
point,
said no what? No comma?
No, I won't give you the couch. So there was no way we
Okay.
could help.
Now you have a different story of how that played out.
Yes.
What do you say happened? Because if you're standing there and she's standing there and the driver's right outside, why didn't you just reject the couch?
Well, I guess I could have said, take it back. But
Yes.
they said, we're not taking it back. It looks.
Who said that?
Camilla kept saying, it looks good. You don't know. It looks good. It looks really good. You're not a designer. You don't know what looks good.
She's not a
not
designer.
true.
That's what she's. And I
That's
said, you
not
need to
true.
take the couch back. And I have phone records of me calling because then they just walked out. I said, this is customer service. And I have phone records just calling her.
Let me
Come
see your
back
cycle
up.
calling.
Come back. Pick up this couch. Come back.
Let me see
pick
the
up this
cycle
couch.
calling.
Take this couch with you. It's not done properly.
Do you have text or email or anything?
Absolutely.
Let me see them.
And I have text messages of an hour after we finished that conversation of me texting her when I sat down on that edge and that fabric packed up. I took a picture and I said, fabric just popped out of your couch looked so good and worked so well.
Just for the record, the fabric cannot pop out.
What are you talking about? Go look
It
at
cannot pop out. It has a gap of around 3 inches where the fabric was. It cannot pop out, literally, like physically, wherever you
Why
want, without
isn't-
putting.
I don't. I don't get it.
I don't get it either how that material could pop out from a 3-inch deep hole.
I'm less concerned about that than I am about the visual effect of the tufting. It's not done well. It's not uniform. Some are deeper than others. None of them are really that deep to have the effect of tufting.
Now, the effect of tufting, we made them deep enough.
What day did you deliver it?
On December 10th.
Yeah. The cycle calling starts at 5:37, 5:39, 6:03, 6:13, 6:16.
So by 7 p.m. there was no way.
At 6:03, you have a 10-minute conversation with her. So she calls you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times.
Exactly. I was driving at 7 p.m.
So what does she have to call you a second time? If you said, oh, no worries, I'll take it back and do it right. What does she have to call you for? It's starting to sound like maybe she's trying to convince you to take it back.
At that point, there was no way I could return the car and pick up the sofa because it was already 6 p.m. There is no way I can hold the workers and the car so they can be at my disposal at any time. That's why we offered her to take the couch right away on the spot when she told us that she is not happy.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. So do you have a right, if you order something custom, to expect perfection?
Oh, yeah, I think you do because, I mean, you're paying your money for something.
What if it's a tiny, tiny imperfection? This one was much bigger than tiny, but if it's tiny, what do you think?
It's okay. If it's tiny, well, depending on how much it is.
What about that? A small imperfection?
No, that's outrageous. That's outrageous.
What is it?
It's outrageous.
Okay, going inside the courtroom.
You're saying she's just a liar, that never happened.
Never happened. She kept saying, looks
the
good.
thing is, she's
Looks
so
good.
crazed about how bad it looks. But, you know, and then according to her, you're telling her, live with it. You're wrong. It looks good. So let's say for a moment she's tried to live with it. And then within an hour, she says, I can't live with this. And starts texting you. Either way, at some point, do you offer to pick up the couch and remedy the situation?
In the same day, no.
Okay, when do you offer?
I said, I will tell my manager and he will deal with this. So the second day, the manager writes her an email saying, Miss Flores, please tell us about the problems. I want to hear from your, with your own words and everything. So then she sent us the video. Meanwhile, the payments that she gave us, they had the stop payment on it. So at that point, the manager said, you know what? We will still fix the couch because we see you're not happy, but you have to bring it to our shop and take it back.
Because you were nasty and did a stop payment.
Yes, because also our company was
for every action there is a reaction. Okay.
We never said that we won't help her solve the couch. We don't want our customers to have
understand why you
something
stopped payment because the ball was still in your court. You still had the power to stop payment. They hadn't cashed your check. So I understand why you stopped payment. That's the reason that they then said, oh, you pay the shipping. So how is that you making good if you're making her pay the shipping? But I totally understand them. How are they going? They're going to say, oh, we're going to pay for shipping, and she's running and canceling the payment behind her back.
And also under contract, there was stipulated the delivery and installation were not included in the price, which means that she had to pay additional fees for the delivery. At $75 per delivery and $75 per pickup.
Okay, but if the reason that there's an extra delivery is because of you, then she doesn't have to pay that.
I understand, but that's
right.
why
and that's the rub. When you turn around, you have an obligation to provide a good that is conforming with the order. I'm looking at that and I don't like it. I don't like it. That piece needed to be sucked. You know, part of it is really puckered. The other part isn't. They're not all puckered enough. Some of them are more. It's not uniform. It's a problem. So when you deliver an unconforming good, you can't tell the customer, oh, I'll make it conforming according to the UCC, but only if you pay $75. Put your hand down and wait. I'm in the middle of a sentence. What did I breathe and give you the impression it was done? All right. So the problem is that when that happens, what you have to do is it's your responsibility, according to the Uniform Commercial Code, to pick up the item and make the customer happy, even if the customer's a witch. Not suggesting you're a witch, but even if the customer does nasty stuff, even if in your mind, even if the customer stops payment on the check.
Okay, but then how do I have the? I mean, how can I say, Your Honor, we didn't
when you
want
stop
this.
payment on the check, they don't have. I don't understand. What check was that?
So I paid they had me pay 60% in the beginning and then 40% or 40% in the beginning, 60%.
Just tell me the monies. How much was the check?
The check was for $300 and I gave them $400 in cash.
The same day?
Yes.
So you gave them, and so how much of the $1,400 price of the couch had you paid? All of it?
It was
Yes.
17. I have the breakdown right here.
17. Okay.
Yeah, so I took
so
off-
what you're suing for is what you did pay them, not the
Exactly.
thing that
Exactly.
you, okay.
Exactly.
And you're also suing for the fabric because you're gonna have to buy new fabric to recover.
Exactly.
Okay, now $25 to stop payment on the check.
Because
Okay,
they-
no, that was your choice to do that. They don't pay you to do that. I am, however, going to order you to reimburse her for the amount paid for the couch that you did collect and for the fabric, which is $418.15. Therefore, I find in favor of the plaintiff in the amount of $1,860.15. Good luck, folks.
Thank you.
See what the defendant has to say coming out of the courtroom here on the losing end of this case. Well, what's your reaction when you heard that verdict?
Well, it is what it is. It seems that she was right because the product was not according to the specification, and probably we would have had to do it before we got here. So
It's a valuable lesson for both of us, and next time we're going to try to do it
What's
better.
the lesson you learned?
I mean, we're going to try to pay more attention to the feedback from our customers.
All right, that's good. If you do that, we probably won't see you in here again. All right, head right around the corner this way, okay? Come on in here and let me hear how you feel about the outcome here. You satisfied with it?
Satisfied, but you still have to get a new couch and,
Right.
Here we go.
For the animals to jump on, right?
Yeah, exactly, for the animals to jump on. So.
That one wasn't good enough for the animals?
But they
right
love, no, it's not. Even they're sinking into it.
there? All right, okay, over to Harvey here.
You know, the deal is you should always inspect the item that you get before the delivery person leaves. Simple as that. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.